We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 2nd down.
I got you.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Black 80! By 20!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Fielded at the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Watch him now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A good pickup there of 22. They go play action here on first down. This throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
A lot of times when you take a tight end in later rounds, you're doing it with a little bit of hope, some potential. But not so with this guy. They believe he can really make an impact in the red zone, and he definitely makes good on that faith right there.
The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Looking left side, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Walton. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here we go. My 20! Go ahead. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Where you at? 11. Yes!
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And that'll be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Wait. Right there. 54 white. Watch the pass. 12. 13.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
My 20! Go ahead. 11. 12. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
I got you. We got three, fellas. We got three. Go ahead. Mike 54. Mike 54. 21. Here we go. Say hot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Garoppolo looks to throw once more, and he fires one incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, and now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Quick slant there gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, You often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Step, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They'll start the drive with a give to Walton. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Here's Walton. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Rosen will throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Watching now, Barney.
They go play action. It's Rosen. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
From midfield now, here's Rosen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to the booth right after this. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go! Boo, 90! Boo, 90!
They'll run. This is Hunt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a toss play. This is Walton. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
13! 13! 21! 21! Check it out, 12, fellas, here we go. 21, 21, here we go.
Here's McKinnon. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Go ahead. Motion, motion. White. 21. Stay hot.
Garoppolo. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Walton. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56. Gone. Detroit.
Out of the gun. Here's Josh Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch it now, Barney.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To throw here. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Green 39! Green 39! No, check, Patriot!
They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. From the gun, it's Rosen. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On third down, that's Walton. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. Here's Hunt, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. Now it's Rosen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, gun. Check, watch the 4. Defense wins championships, baby. Check the backer.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
They run it with McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Watch the sled. Motion. Shift. 21.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a carry for Walton. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They run with Hunt. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rosen. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get... Six on the pickup there as the drive will continue. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Detroit! Detroit! Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rosen. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Detroit! Detroit!
Play action here with Rosen on the move to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a...
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garçon, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gold now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
right back to him on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And now it's Rosen looking. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins, and he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Rosen to throw on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
All right, here we go. Green.
Rosen off the play action. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that one will be accepted. On second down, Rosen firing quickly here, and that's complete. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to face a third down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Mark Walton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, That one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Leopard!
They run again with Walton. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go play action. It's Rosen. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Oh, Rosen's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Patriot!
Now Hunt. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
11.
Garoppolo on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Garoppolo again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cardinals, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will head home next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.